The Biebers have become a big topic of discussion this week, and it isn't because it's Justin Bieber's 30th birthday today. Though the singer is celebrating his birthday, fans have grown concerned over how he's doing, spreading theories around about the status of his marriage, health, and much more after some cryptic posts were shared on social media this week. Those who associate with him and Hailey, including Hailey's own father, are the main reason for all of this. It's turned into a whole big conversation where people are sending prayers and well wishes to the two of them, or they're sending hate. And to be clear, there's no confirmation of anything bad going on or any sort of rocky road between him and Hailey. Everything has just been based off of assumption right now. On Wednesday night, Justin and Hailey were seen attending a late night church service. The two were dressed casual for the outing. Justin seemed to be hiding his face from the paparazzi, which I feel like isn't too rare from Justin. He has days where he's smiling and happy and like wants to take pictures with fans, and then he has days where he's avoiding the paparazzi, which is understandable. But in this situation, people are reading into literally everything, so they're taking Justin hiding from the paparazzi as some key point in all of this. But the reason why people are so concerned right now has to do with the fact that Victor Marks, who is the founder of the All Things Possible Ministries, took to his Instagram page this week to urge his 350,000 followers to pray for the celebrity couple. Victor posted a video of Justin playing the guitar and singing, "I Could Sing of Your Love Forever." He wrote, "Christians, please, when you think of Justin and Hailey, take a moment to offer a little prayer for them to have wisdom, protection, and to draw close to the Lord." The post has since been deleted, but it's been circulating around online as people are like, what the heck does this mean? In the caption, Victor wrote, "I seldom like to post about certain folks in the limelight because of the negative comments we get. Eileen and Hailey's mom pray often together for Justin and Hailey and our children as well. There are special challenges that folks in high visibility positions face, and also the enemy doesn't want them to draw closer to Jesus. So often, regardless of the material things or the accolades, they often face spiritual warfare that intends and seeks to shipwreck their faith, marriage, and life in general. So thank you." Once this was out, people were assuming the worst. They were like, these two are headed to divorce, something's going on in their personal lives. Everyone was just assuming because this man decided to share this with the world. Hailey and Justin have not been shy about their faith, as the two of them have opened up about attending church, and they've been seen attending many times over the years together. And in the YouTube series that Hailey does called A Conversation With, she had claimed in an episode that if her and Justin didn't have their Christianity, then they wouldn't even be together.
They ask me all the time, they're like, "Oh, what would you say is like the biggest thing in your relationship and you guys are really happy?" And I'm like, it's our faith, it's what we believe in. If we didn't have that, we wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't even be together.
And girl, on the album Justice, I said, oh, he loves this woman.
So they're super open about their faith, but the fact that Victor decided to post this, well, it wasn't good, because he's admitting that he doesn't post mostly because the negative comments that usually come when they post about someone who has a large following or is in the limelight. And maybe he'll learn to just like never do this again, because this has turned into such a huge situation. I mean, on Reddit, there's so many discussions about him being had right now, calling him out for being invasive to both Hailey and Justin's private life. Regardless of what is going on, this is obviously going to cause speculation. They're two super high profile individuals. But I will say there's one person who didn't think it was invasive though, and that was Hailey's dad, who took it upon himself to actually repost what Victor had shared on Instagram. Yes, her dad literally reposted this onto his own Instagram story, which was obviously going to amplify the conversation surrounding the couple and what on earth could be going on with them. And with the way Hailey and Justin have had major eyes on them their entire relationship, and there's been people against Hailey and constantly speculating on whether or not Justin is happy with her, this is not the couple to just be throwing around some vague Instagram stories about. And you would think her dad of all people would know not to bring up any sort of like ammo to start a conversation about them, because I imagine she has vented to her family about the things that people have said to her, so they would hopefully be aware of how the public feels towards her or how things could be interpreted or misinterpreted, and that they wouldn't want to fuel anything even remotely negative about them. Even if this was posted in good faith, I mean, it certainly does open the door for people to wonder about their personal lives, and I think that's the last thing that these two would want to happen, especially starting from people that they're close with. But people have this major idea that there's something going on between Hailey and Justin, and to feed into it some more, TMZ alleged that there's actually a situation going on with the couple, writing, "Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that Steven's plea for guidance and well wishes towards his daughter and son-in-law did not just come out of nowhere and was related to something specific that's going on with the young couple." They also shared that allegedly Hailey wasn't too pleased with her dad sharing this kind of post around, as they wrote, "While we weren't told what the issue is, the one thing we know for certain is that it's a private thing that Justin and Hailey are dealing with. Whatever it is, Steven is obviously aware of it and wanted to pass along good vibes in the form of prayers from others. And while he probably only meant well with this move, sources tell us Hailey is not pleased with her dad drawing attention to them." Hailey's father did break his silence following his repost of asking for prayers when on Thursday, he shared an Instagram reel of himself that people felt was well off. And the comments were filled with people telling Justin to run away from this family. In it, he talked about deception, and it was certainly interesting.
"All kinds of competition, war, and gamesmanship usually includes some kind of deception. Now, clearly, throughout our and society, we see deception. Now, the provocateurs of such are very nervous. Only because they do not know that peace beyond our understanding."
Now, Justin hasn't been offline though. Throughout this whole week where people have been speculating if there's something wrong with him or there's something going on with him and Hailey, he hasn't been not posting on Instagram. He's been pretty active on his Instagram stories, reposting something from Ryan Reeves from the Toronto Maple Leafs, as well as a repost of his friend Donnie's recent Instagram. And I feel like this happens every couple of months or at least once a year where people feel like these two are headed towards divorce. There's certainly tons of people rooting against them, and I just think even if you absolutely hate them or hate Hailey, just let them live. I mean, whatever happens, happens. But tons of people have been assuming things are going wrong between them since all these Instagram posts have been going around asking for prayers, and it's led Hailey to getting tons of hate under her recent Instagram post. Her recent post was on Valentine's Day, and the photo dump that she posted didn't include Justin, which alarmed people in the comments, and they have just kept going since all of this has been going on. Most of her comments are hate towards her and excitement over the possibility of a divorce, which is quite cruel. I mean, I usually try not to give opinions, but wishing for someone's divorce is wild, especially when you're saying like, "I love Justin, get away from him," or "I'm praying for the divorce." Like, if you actually love Justin Bieber and you want the best for him, praying for him to get a divorce is like the meanest thing ever. Like, you don't want someone to go through that. I know people in their minds probably think that, you know, Hailey is bad and that's why they want him to get a divorce, but I'm like, the process of a divorce is just so sad and hard. Like, wishing that on someone is horrible. But people have been commenting this kind of stuff on Hailey's post. Some of the recent comments that she's gotten is, "Your side of the family is the only one fighting for you to stay together because they are the only ones gaining from this whole marriage. Justin clearly needs help and no one is doing anything about it except let's use him to promote road. Please, he's clearly unhappy. Just let him go. He's no saint either, but you two should have never gotten married." Not Baldwiner's dad confirming Justin is miserable. They are on the brink of divorce and asking for prayer request. Divorce is coming. #free Justin. Don't let manipulative Baldwin's clan control you through using religion. Hailey isn't faithful. She uses everything for her aim. No photos together with her husband. Smells divorce. I pray for the divorce. There's so many people rooting against them, you guys, when we don't even know what's going on. And if everything is all right between them, I can't even imagine what that is like to have so many people hate the relationship that you're in. I mean, I know people don't like her and they have their reasons, but to just assume a divorce based on an Instagram post, asking for prayers, and then just going ahead and sending hate and prayers on their downfall. It's just so much. And I just think it's wild how truly invested people are in this potential downfall. I will say that in terms of the Baldwin family, Hailey isn't the only one getting some heat this week though. Hailey is obviously getting backlash without any reports of her doing anything specifically, just, the whole asking for prayers thing. But her sister is now getting comments saying that she's the one her dad should have been praying for because she was arrested in Georgia earlier this week over what cops claim was a wild brawl at a bar. Apparently her sister Alea had been acting out while she was at this bar over the weekend, and the owner called 911 to report her as he claimed she was attacking his staff and refusing to leave the establishment. So once all this came out, people were like, wow, the dad was really praying for the wrong daughter here. And it's just added to how messy this week has been for this entire family. The whole thing has just been crazy to see, and I just hope everyone involved in this is happy and healthy and that everything is okay. Hopefully they just had a good night at church or something, and their pastor just really wanted to show the love by having people send them extra prayers, and there's nothing more to it than that. And hopefully her dad just thought it was a nice gesture and reposted it thinking, oh, like that's sweet or something. Everyone should give them a little extra prayer. But as of right now, that's what we know about these two and what people have been talking about and why they've been trending. If there's any more updates to this or the two of them decide to speak out and address things, I will let you guys know. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.